you. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. Good morning and Happy New Year, and thank you for inviting me to share my story about my quilts and my inspiration and love of quilting. Thank you for my Teles Amigos for coming. I'd like for them to stand up and be acknowledged. Thank you for supporting me.
Thank you.
Today I want to share my new journey in the quilting world and pay tribute to two talented ladies who have inspired me into a new direction. One is Jane. I have a hard time pronouncing her last name, so I'm going to refer to her as Jane. And Gloria Molina. Jane passed away in July of 2021. Gloria passed away May 2023 last year. Most people here know Jane. She presented and taught here. She was a vendor at Road to California for many years, and I'm sure all of you have been by her booth. Gloria was LA's first, was the first woman and LA County Supervisor. She was an advocate for women in her community and Latinas. I met Gloria around 2010 when I joined a group called Teles de la Vida, also known as East LA Stitchers. It was a small group of 20 Latino women. Gloria's vision was to teach quilting to these women. Some never quilted, and those that did taught the newbies. Our group is 76 strong today, and it started with 20 people. We've been in existence for around 10 years. Her and Jane inspired us to color outside the lines. We started to use bright colors, Latina-themed quilts, and learn about our culture through quilts. We also continue to do traditional quilts. I must admit, I knew very little about my culture, being second generation American. And also Jane didn't know, she learned along the way. It was amazing because our parents didn't really talk about our culture, and because there was a lot of prejudice. And so I'm learning more and more from these ladies who live in LA, the things that went on and the hardships they had. So anyway, today I will show you some original quilts, jackets of Jane's, also quilts I've made from her patterns. First of all, these four ladies will walk around. These three of the jackets are made by Jane. The white one was made by me, and they'll walk around and show you so you can get a closer look. We're very fortunate to have some of Jane's original quilts, because they'll never be seen again.
I'll walk backwards.
What?
And try not to
No, I'm not.
turn around.
So anyway, I want them to walk around before I start showing the quilts. Okay, Jane's patterns are no longer in print. This is the last time you will see Jane's original quilts. And one of the things I always said, I will never do these type of quilts, art quilts. You know, that just wasn't my thing. I did the traditional quilts and all that, like all of us do. But once I met Jane and Gloria, my whole world changed, and I love them. So I hope you enjoy the show. I have quilts that I've made from Jane's patterns. I think I've made maybe 18. I think I'm one of the ones who's made the most of her patterns and finished them.
Yeah.
Finished them.
In 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, they tease me. They stand very fast. I have some of Gloria's original quilts, and her sister is going to be helping. Come up here. This is Bertha, and this is Gloria's sister. So she'll be helping and whispering in my ear because a lot of the ladies and gentlemen brought some of Gloria's quilts and quilts made from her patterns. One day she was going to write a book of patterns, but she never did. So on with the show. I'm going to start with Jane's. Yeah, she's going to help. You can go sit down. This is one of Jane's originals. And I'm not sure who got it from her estate sale, but they were lucky enough to get it. Oh, you did? Lucky her, right? Okay, next one, we don't have a lot of time, because we have a lot of books, so we have to move on. This is a hat that Jane made. Except she was just exceptional if you've seen her work close up. Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, I need someone else. Okay, this was
It's upside
James,
down.
no, yeah, upside down. This was James, right? Pattern, James Patterns, and this was Diego.
Yeah, Diego Rivera.
Diego Rivera. And, okay, sure. And so Jane developed a pattern. And so these are 3 different versions. No.
Not those.
No. They're messing me up. Sorry. They're blowing it for me. You know, that's what you get. You ask for help. This one is mine that I did. I like flowers, okay? And the original painting, of course, had the lilies. And there is a story about all this. Now, this particular, I don't know who made this one, but there's feet back here. That's because there's someone standing.
That's James.
That's James. Okay, that's James, of course. There's feet back there because that's someone holding them up, the woman up with the basket. But the pattern that she gave us didn't have feet, so of course I didn't put mine. So, but you can see the difference and how beautiful they are, and everybody had their own spin on how they wanted to finish it. And that was one thing about Jane. But one thing about Jane, she was just amazed at how we added our own creativity to her patterns. Okay, this is all hand done? Yes. What's all hand done?
It's a man in there. There's a man in there.
Oh, the embroidery is all hand done. Yeah, if you could look at it. It's needle turn, yeah. So. Next one. This one is, what is the name of this one?
That's Roses in the Wine.
Oh, Roses in the Wine Country. And that's what we called our quilting group at Temecula. And this one is
The rose. It's
yeah,
the rose.
Oh, it's the rose. Joanne, is this yours?
That's actually James.
Oh, this is Jane's. See, I'm not sure whose it's whose. But look how beautiful it is in the colors. This one is Jane's pattern, and this is mine. One of the few people that have finished it. And this
On
is
my bucket list this year.
this is a sokola, which is like a center of town. And if you look at the detail, it was so much fun to do because you could do whatever you wanted. I have a little shop with birds. You have your cathedrals, your churches, you have houses. I even have a little cat in mine. What else do I have? Oh, I have a fruit stand here. I have, a stand where you sell blankets. So it was fun. And then a tree of life in the center. So this hangs in my hallway. No, it's mine. This one is mine. I'm not sure how many people have finished it. Okay, there's a little story about this one. This is a posada, which is, I put up at Christmas time. Higher. And this is Joseph and Mary. Now, everyone else's was the other way. They were coming into town. Mine is going out of town.
How do you know?
Because they were rejected.
Now, this is also the 7 deadly sins. Don't ask me what they are. And these are the doors of the houses that they went to. Okay? And then I added some little things I found, little people, whatever. And I also have a little cat there in the window. So there's a lot of detail. It was fun. I quilted this myself on my embroidery machine. This one is for Mona, Jane's, again, I mean, it's mine, but it's Jane's pattern. And this is all needle turn, and it was quilted by Cecilia.
Oh, look at it. Heavy quilting,
Yeah, this is fun to do. Okay, next one.
And you also taught us how to do that one at a retreat.
Oh, that's right, I did teach them how to do that one at the retreat, and I don't know that anyone's finished it.
Almost.
I taught this one too. This was taught at retreat at the same time. And this one is called Fiesta. And I've actually completed 2 of them and gave one away. And I've helped 2 other people kind of finish theirs. Because they didn't, there's a lot of work, a lot of needle turn.
Is that one yours?
And Cecilia also quilted it. She said she loved doing it. It was a little difficult for her because you've got the light on light, and then you've got the dark on dark. And you know, my theme is flowers. You might notice that. I just love flowers, and there's a lot of beading in this. This was when I wanted to do a lot of beading. This next one is one of my favorites. This is called stained glass, Jane's pattern.
Dancers.
And this was the new technique that she was showing us. This is all quilted on my embroidery machine. And
Stained glass.
it's a stained glass.
The pattern is called dancers.
It is called stained glass. Yes.
Oh my God.
These are my earlier ones that Jane's pattern again, and these I gave to my cousin Berta, who came from San Jose, and they hang in her house. Okay.
Gorgeous.
This one is the one that Jane taught, and this reminds me of my 3 friends. We used to meet once a week
We had that
and just talk and have lunch and you know, have a little bit of wine. One of them passed away. Her name was Rose, and so that that hangs in my sewing room, and it just reminds me of our friendship. A lot of good memories. Okay.
I love the bottom.
This is El Sol. This is Jane's pattern again. And I just realized last night that I hadn't finished. You know, my cousin said, "Oh, let's do it." I said, "Forget it. It is what it is." Right? So everyone was different. It was amazing.
It is.
It was amazing. No, this is mine. And early on, until this first started, we had our first quilt show. And the challenge was among our members, I think by that time we might have had 30, that everyone needed to make, it's
Rebozo.
Rebozo. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish or anyway, it's like a Mexican shawl. And so we had to design it, make it. And I designed this. It's all needle turn. It's totally beaded. It's hand quilted. The back side. So, this is actually cotton. Yeah, black cotton. And I happened to find a friend in Los Angeles at, you know, those fringe places. Because I looked and looked because I wanted something different. Okay, and I wanted something different. And I really liked it.
Do you use it as a shawl?
That's what it's intended for, is a shawl.
I
use
love
mine.
it.
How many times have you worn it?
In Mexico, but I'll talk about that too. Okay, there again, a couple years later, we had a
That's right, the
contest.
huipil.
The other two. We had a contest, and I forget what this is called.
Huipil.
Okay, and it's a Mexican shirt. And so we had to design it, and it was a contest. It was first, second, and third. The first was $300, the second was $200, and the third was $100. I got third. And this incorporated all the techniques. Okay, this was needle turn. These I did not do. Okay, I took them. these motifs, I took them off of something else, and this was all made in Mexico. And what I did is I then machine appliqued them on the black, and then I beaded everything, which took hours and hours. And this was paper paste, which I got the pattern from my friend Pat. So that's pretty proud of it. Third place is
You
fun.
should have been first.
Okay, this is Jane's
Fabric.
fabric, and this is what she made. She designed this, and this is what she used for some of her patterns. Is that all of it? Okay, now I'm going, okay, before I start with Gloria's, I want to talk about these up here. Okay, this is the first quilt that I ever did at Jane's. And it was like a monthly thing. And nobody else I know has done it. I know that Joanne's gonna try it, I think in different colors, but it's all needle turn. And I hand quilted it, not very well, but I hand quilted it. And it hangs in my bedroom because it's bright, and I call it my happy place. Now, these two in the corner, there is a story about these two. Those two have been all over the world, not just mine, but our group. I'd say anywhere from 14 to 20 of the ladies' quilts that are like that are Jane's patterns. Okay, this,
So what do you mean they've been all over the world?
they've been in quilt shows all over
Okay.
the world, international quilt shows.
Okay.
This is our altar quilt, which you may have heard, Day of the Dead. It's a remembrance of people in our family or people that we know that have died. And so we put this up the 1st of November. And I put mine up in October. And it's in the place of, you've heard of altars
Right.
that people make. Well, this is an altar quilt, and it's never been done before in a quilt, except Jane did it. And because it is so unusual, we had been asked to display it at different international quilt shows. It has been to Road to California. It has been to
France.
Houston, Houston, and Mexico City was the first one. And these were international quilt shows. It has been to Australia at their international quilt show. And the latest one, it's into France.
So exciting.
It was exciting, and there's probably around 14 of us that went on all these trips. Yes,
Even more
we had an
exciting.
Absolutely fabulous time. I think the one trip I enjoyed the most was France, because here you had people from all over the world come to this renowned quilt show, and even though we couldn't speak their language and vice versa, we could communicate through quilts. And it was amazing the people that we met and how nice they were and how impressed they were with our display of our quilts because it's so different. And these other quilts that we saw were absolutely fantastic. Nothing like our quilt show. I mean, unbelievable, because there's a lot of fiber art quilts and just all kinds of things. Just beautiful. So it was an honor for us to go. And if it hadn't been for Jane, we wouldn't have gone to all these places.
And we were the only Americans.
Right, we were the only Americans that were asked to attend the show.
Nice.
I know. So now, the Katrina also went to France. So we were able to each take 2 quilts. And our display was wonderful. The lighting was wonderful, so you could really see the quilts. Let's see, I think it also went to Road to California, our Katrina.
And
There was a special showing.
Houston.
Houston as well, right? So Mexico City, no, because it was a lot smaller venue. So that's the story about that, and it just, I mean, it warms my heart to even talk about it, because how many people get to take their quilt to be in an international quilt show? Not just one, but all of you, right? Okay, this one, I almost did my show, but this has been to Road to California. We also had a special display of our angel quilts. And we had a challenge to create some type of Angel Quilt because we had a sister city in Mexico. And if you look at this, I have, here's a sister city and here's Los Angeles. And so, Road to California through Jane, we were able to display them, and they were all so different, just beautiful. All right, next one. This one is designed. The next quotes will be all about Gloria. This one was designed by Gloria. Yeah, I almost forgot. And this is Gloria. If you look at it, this is her arm. This is her shoulder. Holding. I know you have to really look at it, but these are her colors. This says Gloria.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember this one?
Yes.
We did this also at Temecula in a workshop.
Lovely.
So thanks to
Joanna.
Joanna.
Yeah.
This was another one that was designed by Gloria. This is mine. It was a fun one to do. I don't know how many people have made this
That's a
one.
Mija quilt.
It's called Mija. And you can see the back. A little Mija.
Mija means girl, daughter.
Girl, daughter.
So is that stained glass effect?
Kind of. Yeah, that's the effect it's supposed to be. Yeah. Is this Gloria's? This is one of Gloria's original quilts. Now, Gloria did traditional quilts. We still do traditional quilts in our group. Not everybody likes to do the art quilts. So, but there's a different spin on it with the bright colors and you know, Hispanic type of fabric. We do a lot of that. And since she's gone and Jane's gone, we're going to try and keep to that. Okay, this is another one of Gloria's that she did. And who else did the other one?
Oh, look at that.
And this is Gloria's pattern. So Gloria was very talented. Yeah. And this is needle turn.
Vaqueros.
Carol?
Vaqueros.
Okay, you can say it better than I did. Okay.
Tomorrow.
This one is another, yeah, no, it's fine. Designed by Gloria. She loved to do these. I have a couple of them. I'm going to show you that I've done two of hers.
Is that the ollas?
The backing.
Ollas.
Gloria had more fabric than anyone could ever imagine. And when she passed away, she had to get rid of, get rid of it. And since there's, at the time, how many ladies were there? 20?
40, and they
40?
the big IKEA bags, everybody took two.
Yeah, 2 IKEA bags. Everybody got to pick, go in there, they had 5 minutes, 10 minutes to pick fabric. Put in the IKEA bags. Then they had a second turn and they had 5 minutes. 2 full IKEA bags of fabric, and there was still some left. Yes, that's how much fabric she had. Beautiful. Okay, this is another one that she designed and did.
What is the sparkly on there? Is it
Huh?
the sparkly?
It's the fabric.
The fabric?
It's a fabric.
Fabric.
This is another, what is this? Let me see.
What was Gloria Molina's favorite color?
Purple.
I'm gonna say purple.
Purple. She always wore purple in her hair. So that's another one of hers. And like I said, there's, you know, this, we have, you know, traditional quilts. So if anyone is thinking of joining our Artellus group, hey, you're more than welcome. You know, you don't have to be Hispanic. We have people that aren't.
I'm not.
And-
What my last name is. Married last name.
Okay, this is another one of,
And this one.
I need to couple. This is another one of Gloria. So like I said, it's traditional.
It's a queen.
And she taught that to
Oh, we
us.
did this.
Yeah.
It was called Easy Peasy.
Easy peasy.
It was not Easy Peasy.
Marcellos are not.
I do the more
Pull
complicated
my
ones.
hair out.
Okay, next one.
No, not the big ones. I do the small ones.
Okay, while they're getting
The small.
ready for the next one, I'm gonna talk about
kind
this.
of difficult.
This is Jane's last quilt that was made. She did it on a Zoom. Just before she died, she was coughing, and she didn't know she had cancer. And it was a lot of fun. It's called Windows. And everybody did their own thing. We found different motifs to put on here. You know, you can put all whatever you wanted. And it was a fun one. So, you know, this is special. This is hanging in my bedroom too, because it reminds me of Jane and being the last quilt. It was done on Zoom because we were still, you know, involved in COVID. Now this one over here, the orange one, has a very special meaning. When Jane died, each member of the Tellus group was given something of Jane's to remember her by. I wasn't there that day, but I don't know who was thinking about me, but I think it was Gloria. You know, they said, oh, we have to give this to Madeline. So they gave this to me, and it was only partly done. Only the eyes were done, nothing else in the background. And so my job was to finish it, needle turn. And oh, I thought, how am I going to do this? This is Jane's. It's an original, one of a kind. There's no pattern. It was just sketched on a piece of black fabric. And so I did it. Took me a lot of time. And then I had Cecilia quilt it for me because I didn't dare. And she did a fabulous job. And for the border, I didn't know what to use because I didn't know if it was in Jane's line. So I found something at Jenny's that kind of went with it. And lo and behold, I was looking for some black fabric. And I found a small piece. I opened it up, the back side, and there was another sketch of this.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I'm going to try and reproduce it for anyone who wants to do it. So, and I don't know when she did this. You know, they just found it in her stash. So it has special meaning. Okay. This is Gloria's design. This I just finished this last week. I quilted it with needle turn. And this is all Gloria's fabric, except for, this is Madonna and Child for those who haven't quite figured out what it is.
Yeah, so what she took it from was a Christmas card. She took the design from a Christmas card and then designed the pattern and then gave it to us to do.
And everybody did it. If you didn't hear, it was taken from a Christmas card and Gloria designed it. So, yeah. This is another one of Gloria's, the pottery that I did. I loved it.
Big flower.
And this is another one of Gloria's that I did. It was easy. It was an easy one. It was needle turned. I mean, needle turns easy for me. This is another Gloria's design. No. And you know, here we go again. We have the Hispanic theme with fabric, so that's what we do too. This is another one of Gloria's, I think, isn't it? Okay, not sure. One of the ladies brought it. And it's like a traditional quilt, you know, with a little change to it. Gloria liked to do big quilts. Oh, this was which girl? This is the dancing girl,
Fun.
and this was her design. And we did this at a retreat. All the ones from Jane patterns we did at retreats, because she would use us as her guinea pigs. This is Gloria's, yeah.
It's R&D.
Huh?
R&D, research and development.
Research and development, okay, that's what we were, research and development. And we were guinea pigs. This is another one of Gloria's, it's taken from one of the other quilts. Yeah, we're coming down. Okay, this next thing is, Gloria was learning how to quilt with her mom. And one of the, Armando got to snag it. And so, just to show you what she was doing, it's not a quilt, it was just some of the stuff she was doing.
Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
Just put a little bit of, you know what?
She could make a quilt out.
And you will.
And you might have seen the dolls. These are the freed dolls that Jane gave us a class on, and I have the pattern for it. And if you lift up their skirt, they've got a little petty skirt there. And they all turned out different. And they were all so cute. But it was a lot of fun to do.
Just a second. Let me wake up a second.
You made those two?
Huh?
You made those two?
Oh, I made those too, yeah.
And
I guess
during,
I should preference what I made.
and during retreat, everybody made one. Madeline made two.
See, they tease me all the
I not
time.
even finished mine.
I just roll my eyes.
Love and enthusiasm.
And they don't even finish theirs.
Yeah.
They have no excuse, right? Okay, not
Oh, no.
the last one we have. Okay, so with Jane and Gloria gone, what are we gonna do, right?
Turn it,
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, this way.
No.
What are we gonna do?
go down, Bertha. There you go.
Back up in the light.
There.
Okay, the question is, what are we gonna do? Is Tilla's gonna be dissolved? Because Gloria was the leader. I mean, what she said went. And we followed. We were the followers, trust me. And so Joanne, who is, where are you, Joanne?
Right here.
Right there, she's very talented. She's very talented at drawing, and she doesn't let the dust settle under her feet at all, okay? She just has so much energy and creativity. So she came up with this pattern. Yes,
It's
and
really
this
beautiful.
was done at our retreat. I never did mine. Okay?
What?
I know. I got too frustrated. It just wasn't working for me. So I will do it. But they all came out beautiful. They were all different flowers, different things here. And we drew the faces. It was wonderful. And Joanne quilted it too. So looking forward to 2024, Joanne has lots of ideas, and she's coming up with patterns. And we're going to be doing a row by row based on a lot of the designs that are in the patterns of Jane. So we're looking forward to that. So every 3 months we're going to do a row, lots of other things. And we meet as a group. Like I said, there's 70 of us, maybe about 50 show up once a month on Sunday, and we're at the American Legion. And it's probably as big as this room. We set up tables and machines, and we're there from like 10 o'clock till 3. So we get to sew. And we teach people how to do different techniques. We have a lot of newbies, so we're teaching them the tricks that we've learned as quilters. So, we have kind of basically things you have here. Yes, question?
Did you show us the one that's behind you?
Oh, this is from,
That's my blouse. It's from Guatemala.
this is from Guatemala. This is Joanne's blouse because she was wearing the jacket. But this is all hand done by the Guatemalan ladies. It's beautiful work. And we actually had someone teach us how to do it. Of course, I'm not very good at it, so I never completed the project. But was I?
You said the American Legion in what city? Montebello.
Montebello. Yeah, and we do it usually the third Sunday.
The second Sunday.
Second Sunday.
Second
of the month.
Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know much. I just go. Irma has joined our group a couple months ago, so her and I commute together, so if anyone's interested. Because Joanne and myself and Irma are the only ones from Orange County. The rest live in LA. So that's why I'm learning about LA. And they're trying to teach me Spanish, but it's not working. Because when they speak Spanish, which they don't very often, so, I have to say, okay, translate. I don't understand you. But it's been an interesting journey. I've enjoyed it, and I hope we can continue because it's a great group. I mean, when we come in, we hug everybody. Everybody hugs everybody. It's not like you go to your little group. Everybody knows everybody, maybe not totally, but we all know each other. So it's a very close-knit group. And we're not a guild. We're a club, a group, a friendship group, yeah, and it's just grown by word of mouth. Any other questions? Oh, okay.
You spelled Jane's last name, you couldn't pronounce it.
Okay, here it is.
It's a compound name.
It is Tenorio dash Coscarelli.
Tenorio-Coscarelli.
Yeah.
Tenorio.
Since I can't speak Spanish, I'm terrible at it.
And how's handsome?
Any other questions?
How's handsome guy?
Yes.
We haven't heard from him.
These flowers, are they hand done or are they, where do you get the flowers from? Which one, those or?
Does he do quilts?
Oh, those are just flowers from flower fabric that you cut out. And, you know, at the time I was using Wonder Under. I've learned better. Now I use Steam Seam too.
Then you just,
Cut them, iron them on, and then applique them, machine applique. You know, I'm starting to now use invisible thread.
do
Pardon?
you turn them?
No, I don't no, not these. It's too much time. Yeah.
This one or the other one? This one?
This one is all needle turn, but the flowers on any of the ones you saw are done with like a
Do
Wonder
you,
Under.
do you use clear thread or?
I'm starting to use the clear thread, yeah. But on some of these, I use colored thread. It just depended. I've been learning. You know, this has all been a learning process, and Jane has taught us different techniques. Like I couldn't do the blanket stitch by hand very well. I'm learning how to do that, and she was exceptional, just exceptional. And so, you know, I'm a little intimidated by it. Any other questions?
With the blanket.
Yes.
You said none of her patterns are available anymore?
Nope, they're out of print. They sold them all her books, which there's some here, which my dog ate a couple corners. They're all out of print. You know, if anyone's interested in any of her patterns, just see me, ask me, and, you know, we can talk about it and lend it or whatever. Okay, make a copy and you pay for the copy, but, you know, it's a shame that
You can't reprint them?
not unless your family approves it. They got rid of everything. Yeah, so this is really the last time you'll see any of Jane's stuff. Okay, and that's why I wanted to do it. I mean, they told me 2 years ago that I could do this, and of course that was not in my mind. I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I thought, okay, after these two people passed away, this is perfect as a tribute. Jane has been here. A lot of you didn't know Gloria. I didn't know who she was until I joined Tellus. I thought, yeah, she's another quilter, you know. But I learned her story, and I learned more about her story when she passed away.
And you were on TV?
She was on TV. There's lots of things were named after her. Big Park was named after her.
Wasn't this group, your group on a quilting thing on TV?
Yes, our group
Because I
was.
saw it,
Yeah, we had a lot of things. Yeah, and this group is very active in the Los Angeles community. We do a lot of philanthropy, all kinds of things. We make quilts too for them, and we've made teddy bears for the police department in LA to
Fidget
give out
mats,
to kids.
the fidget mats.
Fidget mats for people with
I think that's
dementia.
wonderful. Yeah.
That's our last current. We made like 120. We still need to make some more. What else have we done?
The purses for Africa?
Oh, we made purses for Africa for the girls there so that they could put their hygiene stuff in them, so the boys wouldn't make fun of her. We made a lot of those. Blankets for the hospitals. Yeah, so we've done a lot with our small group. We don't produce as much as this group does. So, yes.
Can I make a comment about Gloria?
Yes.
My name is Judy Weisberg Ortiz. I was a member of the staff of the United Farm Workers of America with Cesar Chavez, and we knew Gloria through, she was a member of the City Council of Los Angeles. She was a member of the Board of Supervisors of Los Angeles. She was a member of the State Assembly of California. Very prominent, very well known, a leader for Latina women in political positions, and just all around wonderful person.
She was, and you know, quilting was her second passion. And when she was with us, you didn't know she was, you know, famous, well-known politician. She was just Gloria. But, you know, she knew what she wanted, and we followed her lead. So it was a wonderful experience. Any other?
Those who lead.
Just out of curiosity, all these quilts that you showed today, they belong to other people already?
A lot of Gloria's, yeah. The others are mine, that I did, that are Jane's.
Because I was thinking, as many as you have there, it'd be nice to be put into a museum.
No.
What would be
I'm
nice, but
I'm not giving them away. They will go with me, I think, on my casket.
East LA, they named the museum in East LA, they named it.
Oh, the museum in East LA,
They may put some in.
they may put some in there.
Yeah.
They have some of her quilts.
And then at Plaza de Cultura de Artes in downtown LA.
I can't say.
Sorry. I'm trying to do YouTube here. Okay, so there's a museum in downtown LA called La Plaza de Cultura en Artes. And there's a display there of Gloria, and some of her quilts were there for a while. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something permanent there, because she is she was a founding member. Actually, she got the funding for that whole park and that whole area and stuff, so it's really nice. If you get a chance, it's right by Alvaro Street.
yeah.
So what does that, you had that sentence, what does it mean?
La Plaza de Cultura en Artes is just like the plaza is like just like a gathering place of art and culture. And it's basically a Mexican-American museum.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it. And there's no other questions?
Good.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Madeline. That was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I'm just happy we had Jane and I had the same name. That was cool. All right, let me get my notes. I have to have notes. Okay, we've got a couple of things to finish up with. The first is we're going to now have our UFO drawing. So everybody turned in their UFOs, and now Dana's going to draw. Okay, you want to announce the winner? We have 3 winners.